Welcome to today's live coaching call and community conversation. Today, we're going to be talking about what it means to fast and why you could possibly not be getting the results that you were hoping for, despite the fact that you are practicing an intermittent fasting lifestyle. So, welcome. My name is Diane Parham. I am the creator of the online course and community, the Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman. Here, we talk about all things that pertain to us as aging women in today's world. And we use that from the platform and the lifestyle of intermittent fasting. So welcome. If you haven't already done so and you're joining us on YouTube, I always ask that you please take a second to hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon notification. That way you will be notified when we schedule one of these live broadcasts, or you'll be notified to check the recording at your convenience. And of course, my friends over on Facebook, I also ask the same of you. Please make sure you're following the page there and that you are set up to receive all notifications. Again, that way you'll be notified when we go live, and you can jump into the live conversation in the comment section to get some live coaching, or you can join us on the rebroadcast and get some questions answered later when I come back and review questions. Again, I'm going to announce the next class because this is probably the second most asked question I get is how do I sign up for class? Remember, if you go to fortoday'sagingwoman.com, you go to find out more, or you can also just go to fortoday'sagingwoman.com. All the information about how to get into class, what class is about, is available there. Our next class does start on August the 6th. Registration will close on August the 5th. So you have plenty of time to get registered, or you can register today. Registration is currently open. We run a class the first Saturday of every month. And so I would love to have you in class if you're ready to jump on board with us. Okay, so let's talk about today's conversation. I want to talk about this because so many people in the comment section ask these questions on repeat, and also follow that up with how they're disappointed that they're not getting results with intermittent fasting. So I'm just going to take a second to briefly define what intermittent fasting means for us in our community and the way I like to coach it for women. I define intermittent fasting as a 2-window opportunity in a 24-hour day. Within that 24-hour day, you have an opportunity to fast and you have an opportunity to feast. You, the individual woman, gets to decide what you're going to do during those 2 windows. How long are you going to fast, and how well will you feast so that you can look and feel your best and live your most authentic life? Everything else really doesn't matter as long as you are looking and feeling your best and doing that in your most authentic way. So this is what I want to talk about today. How do we get to that place where we can practice intermittent fasting, understand what fasting long means, understand what feasting well means, and also get the results that we're hoping for? Oftentimes, that last little part, get the results we were hoping for, is the conflict we create in our own brains when we think we're doing something, right? But we're conveniently leaving out little details because we feel uncomfortable, or we have doubt, or we haven't provided proof for ourselves yet, and we're only relying on things that we hear. So I'm going to share with you the 2 things that I really do feel we need to start taking into consideration, right, about fasting and why it is we aren't getting the results. I say this here all the time. It is never the fast that is keeping you from getting the results that you're hoping for. Fasting will help you reset your hormones. It will help you lose weight. We know through scientific data that it helps your body heal on the inside. There's like all this proof, right, that it works. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of women in our comment section that are either practicing intermittent fasting from things that they're finding on the internet, or they're graduates of our course or current students of our course who also provide proof that fasting works when you actually fast. But it is not the fast if you're constantly questioning if you put things in your fasting window, if those things will break your fast. What I want you to think about or ask yourself is, Why am I really wanting to put things in a fast when a fast is really doing nothing that's going to create a chemical or hormonal change in your body? Why are you seeking out teas with flavor and stevia and creamer and supplements? And I heard that if I do this, or the whipping cream, or why do you need that comfort, or that, what I like to also call, the fix in your fast, if your goal is to fast? A fast means to do nothing, right? So don't be concerned about whether something is breaking your fast or not. Just fast. And I promise you, if you take your concern or your thoughts out of all of these things that you're potentially doing in your fasted state, and are they actually breaking your fast, and you just fast, you will get results, because your body won't have anything left to do but provide you with results. So be very careful about where you're getting advice and what you're willing to do for comfort and ease, despite the fact that you aren't getting the results that you're hoping for. Let go of the comforts, let go of the ease, and just do something that feels different for a long enough period of time so that you can find the results that you're looking for. Because remember, we're always living in some level of discomfort, right? Choose the discomfort that's going to serve you best. The other thing that is really keeping a lot of people from getting the results they're hoping for with intermittent fasting is they're hanging on to things that they heard without ever testing them out. Diane, but I heard someone say that if I fast, my metabolism is going to slow down. Well, if you're having trouble losing weight and you're not fasting, girlfriend, your metabolism is already slowed down, right? So why not try something new and see if you can either disprove or prove what you heard? But if you don't try, if you don't give it a shot, if you don't test it out on your own body, you're never going to get to that place where you can say, I am looking and feeling my best, and I have figured out how to do that in my own way, so that this is a non-issue and this is a non-issue. If you are concerned about this and you're relying on this, you are not fasting. Trust me, you are not fasting, because fasting will always yield results. Write that down. Fasting will always yield results. It might be 20 hours for you. It might be 18 hours for you. It might be 16 hours for you. Heck, it could be 13 hours for you. But if you give your body that break, and you feast well by answering that second question that we ask ourselves every day, I promise you, you're going to get some kind of result. And then how well you rinse and repeat that process, how long you're willing to trust that process, how informed you're going to allow your brain to be by the signs and the signals your body is sending you when you make decisions, is going to determine the results that you are going to get. The person on the internet that you're listening to that is making things sound easier, right? Because, Diane, I heard I can put heavy whipping cream and stevia in my coffee, and that's not going to break my fast, but I don't understand why I'm fasting and I'm not losing weight. You have to go back to these questions that you're holding onto so tightly and ask yourself why you want comfort more than results. Why do you want comfort more than results? Results are going to come when you do things differently. Comfort is what gets us in so much trouble, right? The comfort things that we reach for that we're not questioning. Oftentimes for us, that is food that is used in improper ways. You can enjoy food and be happy. You can be happy and healthy. You can have a physique that you feel good in and with, and still enjoy memory making moments in your life. We have to get to that and part, and that's only going to come when you trust the system. How long am I going to fast today? How well am I going to feast today? You get to decide how that's going to work for you. Don't trust what I have to say solely. I can only tell you from my own personal experience. The women in our comments section are going to tell you from their personal experience, and then at some point you got to trust yourself. And you got to invest in some way that you can really get a system locked in place that's going to work for you, and you can get your questions answered. And that's why we have a course. But you can do that just from listening here as well. So I want you guys to think about that. Why is it that you can't just trust the fast? I always say, when in doubt, fast it out. And this question came up in our community group with our intermittent fasting course that's going on right now. They're like, can you tell us what that means? What that means is, can you just trust that without food, without you putting something in your body to affect a feeling or a situation or an event, can you just trust that your body can survive on its own and you can use your resources to do other things? So the next time you feel stressed, the next time you feel tired, the next time you feel whatever it is you're feeling, lean into a fast. See what kind of result that yields you. We already know, especially those of us who spent the last couple of years using the vid as an excuse to put ourselves in harm's way with not exercising and overeating and doing all the things a lot of us did during that time frame, right? What if we just would have fasted our way through that? What if you could have just leaned into a fasting experience and really come out of the other end of a situation better off? And I want us to start thinking about that moving forward, because life is always going to happen. And when in doubt, if we fast it out, instead of when in doubt, bake some sourdough bread, when in doubt, eat more, when in doubt, don't exercise, when in doubt, like, think about it. It's just an easy change of words in our own brain that we can build a trust up with, and we can come out with a different result. It is never the fast. It is always the decision you make about what you will put in your body, why you're going to put those things in your body, and when you're going to put those things in your body. Those are the three things that are going to always determine the outcome that you're going to get with any type of lifestyle that you're living. What you put in your body, why you're putting it in your body, and when you're putting it in your body. And if you think about the emotional, the mental, and the physical aspects of those three decision-making process, and are those three things working for you? If you can say yes, then you're doing everything correctly. If you can say, if your result is no, and you're feeling frustrated and you're feeling stuck and you're feeling like I'm the only person this isn't going to work for, I want you to read the comment section. I want you to read what women are doing to ensure that this is something that can be very simple and can work for you. Trust the fast. Don't be so fixated on the little nuances that you can put in your fasting window to make you feel more comfortable. It is not going to yield you the result that you were looking for. It's just going to confirm that food makes you comfortable. That's all it's going to do. And then question what you hear on the internet. Test it out for yourself before you hold it as the only truth, including the information that I share here. Remember, I'm sharing from personal experience. I'm sharing from 5 years of running a monthly course where I teach women to do this work for themselves. And then they come back here and they share their experience with all of you. It is never the fast that's going to keep you from your results. It's the thought process that you have during your fast and the decisions you make during your feast, which are always going to either yield you the result that you're hoping for or keep you from the result that you're hoping for. So think about that today as you're moving through your day and see if that opens up some thought process for you. Okay, like I said, we have our course starting on the 6th of August. Registration is open. Please make sure that if you're feeling frustrated and you don't know what to trust and you're really interested in making some changes for yourself, especially for us women going through these perimenopausal, menopausal, even postmenopausal seasons of life, and you feel like nothing's working for you, I highly recommend jumping into class. It is an environment for you to figure you out with support from me and the other women that are going to go through the course with you. It is an amazing and potentially life-changing experience if you're willing to lean into the fast. That's exactly what we focus on in class. And then we do a lot of work on our mindset to make sure that we're thinking clearly so that when we get to the decision-making point, we're going to make decisions that serve us. So I always am going to highly recommend jumping into class with us. Okay, let me see who's here. So if you want to jump into the comment section, now's a great time, Facebook and YouTube. Remember, make sure you're subscribed and followed. And then do me a favor, if you're close to your keyboard, hit that like button for me. All of these things really do help our community grow. The more women we have coming back, sharing their stories of success, the more opportunity we have to help other women. And that's the primary goal of this community here. This community is for you. This community is for you to connect with other women and hear other women's stories so that you can have hope that you can do this for yourself. So make sure you do all those little things for me today. I totally appreciate it. Speak the truth. I break my fast with eggs. Fantastic. Mom's reinvented. I prefer a protein smoothie, a handful of nuts to keep me going, and a creamy coffee while preparing or cooking the main meal I share with my family later. Awesome. I don't know why everybody's sharing what they break their fast with, but I love it. Health Hollow. I'm 1 meal a day or 24/7 every day, and I have always broken my fast with lean protein and veggies. Awesome. My tummy starts grumbling and moving around. I do eat slow, and maybe I should eat something small before. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if what you're doing is working. Then I say go with that. Susan, so happy to be in the class. Such fun to say this for every live chat. It's truly never the fast, as the feast is so easy and even fun. Yes, for sure. The fast is so easy and even fun. And that's the way it should be, right? And once you get that power feeling, that feeling of empowerment during the fast, Susan, I know you're getting it. You just want to continue on with that. And that's really the goal. And I'm so glad to have you. And pretty soon you're going to be able to say you're a July graduate, which is even more fun. Jocelyn, I think it is. I can't afford the classes and I'm really appreciating these live chats. I'm struggling as my IF attempts are not giving me results and I must be doing something wrong. Or maybe you're in this camp right here, right? If you're not getting the results you hope for, you have to make those tweaks for sure. And then just keep rinsing and repeating. Susan, hi, Diane, and all my love to everyone today. Oh, thank you so much. I'm sure everyone appreciates that. Mary, good afternoon. Planning on taking the class in August. Mary, I cannot wait to have you. It is so much fun. We have had women in the July class, so they're starting week number 3, who have changed medication prescriptions, who have changed what they're seeing in their face. Like that's my best thing. My favorite thing to look forward to is the comments when people say they see the changes in their face, their energy, their sleep is better. The decision-making process around food is better. They're noticing the emotional connection they have with food and making some positive changes. Sleep is better. Hot flashes are going away. I'm like, you name it. It's happening in class. And there's also weight loss as well. But it's the other things that always light my fire when women come back and report the non-scale victories, because the weight loss will come, but it's the other positive changes that I absolutely love. And it's just mind-blowing to me every month. GD, hey, Di, do you have any solutions for my fingernails becoming soft and breaking easily? I think it's just an age-related thing. I started getting my nails done and just constantly wearing nail polish when my nails were really dry and brittle. I think it's just an age thing. I don't know. Maybe put some argan oil or coconut oil on your nails and see if that kind of helps strengthen them. And then, the good old, standby collagen is always great to add into your diet as well. If you think that might be something that you need. Amy, I had to change my fast from 24 to 16/8 because of MMM. How often can this be done without having to lose out on the 24-hour fasting? I don't know what MMM is, but you can go in and out anytime you want. Like it's not a prescribed thing. It's you just kind of deciding every single day, how long am I going to fast today? How well will I feast today? You just jump in and out of that whenever you need to, depending on how your life is dictating that. Katie, I'm just over here still freaking out that my eczema is gone. Oh, and I'm down 15 pounds with almost 2 months of 24, right? So remember, everything you put in your body is finding an opportunity to get out of your body. So if you're consuming things that your body is intolerant of, it comes out in signs and signals. And eczema is one of those things. We learned this with my daughter when she was an infant, and she was had very severe milk allergies, and she had the worst eczema as an infant through the dairy I was consuming while I was nursing her. So yes, it's probably just something that you had going on in your body, and it was screaming at you to get its way out. And now you fixed that. So congratulations, my friend. It just gets better with time, and 15 pounds down. So goodness gracious, you're winning on all levels. GD, are you big on vegetables, or what do you think about feasting with beef and tallow? I have no idea what tallow is. I eat a very well-rounded nutritional life. The only things I exclude from my nutrition are things that just don't work with my body. Soy is on the top of my list. I don't touch it. Gluten is something I have to be very, very conscious about including because I have skin related side effects to that. And it just depends on how I want my skin to look. And then dairy is one of those things that just causes digestive upset for me because I'm lactose intolerant. So I'm also very cautious about that. And then I just only eliminate foods that don't work well for me and keep me from looking and feeling my best and living my most authentic life. So that's how I kind of define nutrition. Regina, I set an alarm to remember to join live today, July 22, enrolled, loving the course. Yes. And if you hit that little bell notification on your YouTube, on the YouTube channel, when you subscribe, you'll get a notification from me. So make sure you hit that bell notification. And I'm so glad it worked and you're here. Karen, I'm looking forward to the August class. Me too. I look forward to every class. I look forward to the students who are in class. And I always love the graduates coming back because you now taking what you learned and practice in class and going and doing it on your own is the best gift you can give any teacher or motivator or coach or whatever, however you want to classify me. It is the best that you can take information, incorporate it into your own life, live on your own accord, and then still reap all the benefits. It's the best. So I'm so happy. Allie, happy to be here. Happy to have you here. Jenabeth, is it okay to have a late evening window? What I recommend when you decide those two things, how long am I going to fast today? How well am I going to feast today? You have to look at your life. Where does fasting and feasting fit into your life so you can live most authentically? If you try to force fasting and feasting to be perfect without consideration of your life, you're not going to stick with it very long. That's also kind of the diet mindset. So you have to look at what's going to work for you and then make that work for you for sure. What's your eating window? Okay, I don't know what she was talking to someone else. Allie, 20-hour fasting has really changed my lingering COVID brain. Because again, we're giving our body the opportunity to heal itself on the cellular level when we rinse and repeat. So I'm glad that you're finding that relief also. That long COVID is no joke. Health Hollow, I have a question about drinking Creatine during a fast. I drink it plain, by the way, but it makes me very nauseated and sleepy. I read that we should eat with it, but I'm fasting. I don't want to give it up. Okay. So this is where you have to ask yourself a series of questions. Health Hollow. If drinking green tea and the nauseated and sleepiness that you get from that is less than your desire to drink it, then you have to just drink it and be nauseous and sleepy. If you don't want to feel nauseous and sleepy, then not feeling nauseous and sleepy has to be the bigger want than the green tea. And you are the only person that can answer that. Fasting always yields results, always yields results. Suzanne, been fasting 2 months and down 20 pounds. I seem to be at a pause in weight loss, extended my fast to see if that helps. Awesome. Yeah, for sure. And then sometimes your body's just at a pause. Your body is not designed to lose weight every single day forever. So take the pause as your body just taking an opportunity to do some other things. Karen, I really heard that. A week ago started to actually fast, no creamer and coffee, black coffee, fasting actually easier than when I used to do all those other things I heard about, heavy cream, etc. Yes, if you are fasting and this is your biggest concern, you're really not interested in fasting. You're interested in comfort and you're not going to get the results you're hoping for. So I'm glad you figured that out. That's a huge win for you. Brenda, fasting will always yield results. Always. Olivia, I love your boldness and truth. No sugarcoating with you, yet very loving. Again, you rock. Thank you, my friend. I'm not doing you any service to sugarcoat anything. I would just be prolonging agony for a lot of us women. And I just don't think that that's a good service, right? So coming to grips with the convenient things we tell our brain will open up so many different avenues of your life. And that's when we live our life most authentically, right? When we can show up present because we're not having conflicting drama in our head. So clear out the drama and life gets good. I promise. Katie, for about 3 weeks, so I'm going to let those two talk in that conversation. I won't read that one out loud. Joanne, simple. My inflammation is lower. I'm getting so much done. And my before work routine is streamlined. Loving the 21-3. You are so right. Yeah, great. And there you go. She's practicing a 21-hour fast and a 3-hour feast, and she is thriving. So no one has a right to tell her that that's not working for her. Girlfriend, go live your best life. Jenabeth, why do you want comfort more than results? Right. Because if you're not getting results, I promise you that's a very uncomfortable feeling. So I would rather have a little bit of discomfort and get the results that I'm hoping for than discomfort and not get the results. Carol, is it okay to do fast when you take cholesterol meds? Anytime you're under the care and supervision of a doctor and you're on a prescription, you should always discuss with your doctor the lifestyle changes that you're going to make. Then take the doctor's advice and maybe go do some research, and then always make the decision that you think is going to best serve you. But remember, why did you have cholesterol issues in the first place? For some of it, it's genetic. For others of it, it's lifestyle choices. So if lifestyle choices were the reason you're on cholesterol medication, change the choices that you're making, and I bet you'll change the result. Jackson Diane, hi, I'm on my third day, I guess, of fasting, 23 hours, 1 hour feast window. It's the best in results. 100%. There you go. Another person doing it her way and finding results. Jenna Beth, okay. Don't ask, Jenna Beth, I'm going to ask you this, and anyone else here in our community, don't ask other people what they eat. What they eat is personal to them, their genetics, their lifestyle, their resources for obtaining food, their likes, their dislikes, like everything is personal. Figure food out for yourself and you'll be free of ever needing anyone else to tell you what to eat. Do the work yourself about what it is you need to eat. Sabrina, hello, girlfriend. Amy, how do you know if you are eating too much during your feast? I'm plant-based and I'm pretty much grazing during the 4 hours because I'm afraid I won't have enough energy the next day. Have you ever not had energy the next day? So are you making decisions out of a fear that you haven't experienced? Maybe just not eat as much and see if you are tired the next day. Who knows, right? So I can't help you there. You have to experiment with those things you're afraid of and see if it's actually a truth or something you have made up in your head. Karen, I've been able to do 19.5 for a few weeks now. My downfall is having extra gum to get me through. Get rid of the gum. The gum is creating more digestive and hunger imbalances in your hormones. So ditch the gum. It is doing this, and just fast. You don't need gum. Trust me. Gum is not a lifesaver. It's a crutch and it's holding you back. Oops, third week. Okay, good. Dawn, I fast 20 hours. I'm seeing results. I'm wondering if taking vitamins like iron, vitamin B, and C break a fast. Take it out and see, my friend. Take it out and see. Sabrina, I've been drinking 20. I've been doing, I think, 20 hours IF for a little over a month, which is great, but I've seemed to hit a plateau. How do I handle this? I know I have not taken in too many calories because I've had issues getting in enough on the most days. Any suggestions? Define what's a plateau? You're not losing weight every day. Your body's not designed to lose weight every day. We have to get off that scale. We have to stop designating good and bad and success and no success as a weight loss. Stop torturing yourself with that. Just let your body run on its own accord and rinse and repeat all the things that are working for you. I promise you, your body will catch up. Fasting equals no food. Thank you very much. Sandy, I'm traveling on vacation today, and since everyone else in the car is eating lunch, I'm explaining why I fast to my granddaughter. Modeling this for her is important. It is 100% important to model this as really healthy lifestyle choices because we are a generation of women who grew up with really unhealthy examples of how to take care of ourselves, right? And so modeling that for your granddaughter is the best gift you can give her, Sandy, for sure. Sweetopia, lost 20 pounds with intermittent fasting and keto, often work with sweets as a culinary teacher and blog about sweets as well. Would you have some tips that might help me while surrounded with temptations? Yeah, don't let them be temptations is the best thing I could give you on that one. If you don't have to eat the food and you can still be a successful blogger, then don't eat the food. The temptation's coming from your brain, not the need for the food. I'm an emotional eater. Nighttime is the worst. So just define yourself as something else, Jenna. If I'm an emotional eater is not serving you, then you have to call yourself by something else. Otherwise, you'll continue to be an emotional eater. Pauline, hello, girlfriend. It's so good to see you. Katie, okay, I'm going to not be in those conversations. Janice, my best results come from fasting for 20 hours. plus 100, 150 ounces of water. Water is a requirement, not an option. 100%. Gloria, clean fasting feels good. It feels amazing. 100%. Health Hollow. Let's see. She's talking to someone else. Brenda, new here. Thank you for your passion to help others. Yeah, for sure, my friend. Make sure you're following over on Facebook and you hit that little notification checkbox, I think it is, on Facebook. My whole passion and purpose for being here is to help you guys learn how to think for yourself, with some support and some inspiration from others, and trust that you know the best thing for you and your body, for sure. Carmen, so glad I hopped on and caught your live. Thank you so much, my friend. And if you guys are into any kind of like sewing for yourself, you should go over to YouTube and follow my friend Carmen. She has an amazing sewing channel over there. And she's a graduate of the course as well. Alka, I did a 21-day continuous water fast 3 times in California, lost a pound a day. However, coming back to the same lifestyle and foods at home, I gained it all back a month. Good program. I gained it all back in a month. Good program. I don't know what you're saying is a good program, but remember, for my women who are fasting for days and all excited about that, fasting, meaning water fasting for days, and you're so excited about the weight loss and you're puzzled why you gained weight when you started eating again. Food is a weight. So if you take the food weight out of your body and then you put food weight back in your body, you're going to have more weight on your body. So don't go without food for days thinking that's a weight loss approach. It is definitely not a weight loss approach. VW, good vibes. Hi, Diane. First time on live. I'm in for August. Should I start now or wait? I really want this to be the first thing. Thank you, Vicky. Vicky, I never ever recommend postponing something for a start date. If you have decided, Vicky, that this is a lifestyle that you want to live forever, don't wait. Start now. When you get into class, the lessons that I teach you in class are going to reinforce what you've already done on your own. So I say start now, then jump into class to get the reinforcement and the support from other women. Never put off taking care of yourself. Cindy, very, very new here with IF. When is the actual last meal? If my window of eating is 1 to 4, is my last meal supposed to be done before 5, or do I eat for the last time at 5? Okay, here's one of those things, again, that we get so preoccupied in being really perfect about everything. What I recommend and what I teach here is fasting for 20, feasting for 4. As soon as you're done with your fast or your last feast, you start your next fast. So they're like simultaneous, right? So you just stop eating, your fast starts, and then you fast for the next 20 hours. And it's not like, you don't have to be like, stop watching it. It's not like, it's not the Olympics and we're running races that have to be timed, or we're in a swim meet. Just generally, like, just don't lie to yourself about it. So stop eating, start fasting. Just make it that routine. Don't worry about 30 seconds or 1 minute or 5. Generally 20 hours, 4 hours, just make it work the best way you can for your brain. Jenny, July class and loving it. Every day your lesson is my new favorite lesson. I can already tell that that 3 weeks is going to be week 3 is going to be my favorite. One question: do you occasionally do a longer than 20-hour fast? Of course I do. And I occasionally do a shorter than 20-hour fast, because I just let my lifestyle ebb and flow with my life. And so when I fast beyond 20 hours, it's usually just because I'm feeling so great and I don't want to end that feeling. But I don't ever do anything within what I would call extremes. It just kind of happens naturally, for sure. Fiona, okay, for 2 days straight, I got really sick. I was nauseated, head pounding, not sure what happened. The 24-hour makes me sick. I had food and ate, felt so much better, plus 2 weeks and the scale hasn't budged. Okay, fantastic. Then you're definitely not a candidate. I would move on to something else. Teresa, happy to see you live today. Happy to see you too, my friend. And I'll see you on Thursday. And Teresa, I'm going to text you today because we need some embroidery stuff done. Brenda from North Carolina, good to have you with us. Donna, April 2017 grad, avid listener. My husband has even started IF. Donna, that is the best. A family that fasts together, right? It is so fun when your family kind of chimes in. Or what I even like as a mother, what I've really enjoyed and really have found some relief with fasting is I don't pressure my kids to eat. I let them be very intuitive about it. And that feels very freeing. And I feel very comfortable and confident that my kids are going to have a great, happy and healthy life with food in their life as well. Jenna Beth, I'm 31 and an emotional eater. Can I sign up for the course? You can 100% sign up for the course. All the information is down below. I think you're going to benefit from it from the emotional standpoint way more than you are from the physical standpoint, because I help you satisfy some of those reasons why maybe food is that emotional connection that you have to things. So I would love to have you in class. Bonnie, I always fall off the wagon on the weekends. Okay, Bonnie, here's the thing that we always talk about here. There's no wagon. There's no wagon. So if you take the wagon out of your brain and out of your dialogue, then you have nothing to fall off of and you're just making choices. And if you have decided that the choices that you make on the weekend aren't serving you, make other choices. It is that simple. But I would definitely get rid of the imaginary wagon because it's not serving you very well. Anyone in this community, any graduates of my course, know that there is no such thing as a wagon. We don't have towels that we throw in. We just make choices. And if we find that the choices that we're making aren't serving us, we make different choices. And loving the July class, 20 hours of fasting, 23 hours of fasting is working for me. Fantastic. Patricia, how is fasting and blood donation? Can I fast normally after? I would probably call someone at the blood bank. They will definitely tell you. I know for sure, like if you go donate blood, the first thing they do is give you a cookie and some orange juice, right? And so if that's not going to serve you, make sure you just take something that you can eat after. I probably would not continue fasting after I had pints of blood removed from my body. I would make that as an exception day for sure. And then drink lots of mineralized water. Brenda, 2019 graduate. Love it when you come back. Sable Wongle something. I am fasting for the last 10 months and able to lose 25 pounds. But it was hard for me the whole time that I felt tired and miserable most of the time while I was fasting. A lot of times if you're feeling miserable and tired when you're fasting, it's because you're not fasting properly, right? Or you haven't recognized that your body is going through a little bit of an energy switch or a detox. That's why the first week of class, all we talk about is how to fast correctly and what physiological changes are going on in your body when you're starting to incorporate this lifestyle. So oftentimes it's just because you're not connecting the feelings to what's actually going on in your body. Rhonda, July 22 class. I've been testing myself a lot since I found your videos. I'm thinking more about my daily choices and completing fast easier. I know I am moving toward a better future self. Thank you. 100% Rhonda. Sending you big internet hugs today. That's the big thing, right? We have to make sure that we're making more informed choices that are going to serve us. And that happens when we're in the fast, when we can really sit with ourselves in a place of consensual hunger, right? Like we're making decisions to be hungry and we're going to be okay with that, and understanding what's happening with our body when we're in that phase and that everything's going to be okay and that food doesn't fix things. Oh, the amazing world that you have for your future self. I am so excited for you, Rhonda, and I hope you'll stick around with us after you're graduating from class so you can keep us informed on how amazing your life is getting. Beverly from Seattle, good to have you with us. Stool should sink or float. I don't know. I would definitely Google that one. Jane, good morning. Does 24-hour fast make your metabolism slow down? If you're in a clean fasted state and you are choosing food that is serving your body's nutritional needs, fasting will skyrocket your metabolism. Hater, thank you, Diane. Had a life change challenge at 4 a.m. this morning, was at 13 hours in my 20-hour fast, made coffee and planned on creamer, etc. But your coaching was in my head and saved me no matter what. No matter what. Coffee in and of itself can save you, right? We don't need to add dessert to it to have a better day. And I'm so glad that you had me in your head and you made that choice for yourself. Now, whatever life challenge you're going to have to deal with is going to get 100% of you, a clear head, an emotional state that's going to be balanced and not affected by food choices. And you're going to be able to get through that with ease, my friend. Trust that process for sure. And you're in my thoughts. Ruth, hello from Tennessee. Jeanette, hi, Di. I'm new to the community. Looking forward to August 6th. Any suggestions and preparation? Yeah, just start listening to the signs and signals that your body is sending you, especially when you're in a fed state, and see if you can start identifying some of those foods that maybe aren't going to be your best friend or haven't been your best friend, and see if you can kind of test a few of those out. and upping your water game. For those of you who are going to jump in with us for the August 6th class, slowly start getting that water intake up, right? So you don't have to feel like you're going to have to do it all on day one. Start incorporating more water routines into your day. That'll help a lot. Susan, I started eating healthier May 20th, went to 14 hours of fasting June 1st, 20 hours of fasting 3 weeks ago. I'm down to 30.2 pounds. And my favorite part, feeling so much better. Long ways to go. Happy. Girl, you got every single day. You can just go back and ask yourself those 2 questions one day at a time. Don't look too far in the future. That can seem daunting. Hold on to what you've already accomplished. 30 pounds in 3 weeks, girlfriend, or since May 20th. That's amazing. Amazing. Don't discount that because of where you have to go. Appreciate where you are today and hang out with us, girlfriend. We can't wait to hear how things are going for you. Joy 80. I break my fast with Athletic Greens. It is a nutrient-dense green drink. It makes me feel good and full. Then after 30-ish minutes, I savor my one meal a day, then close my eating window for 22 hours. Awesome. Just know that, you're eating one meal, maybe solid food meal, but you're really having 2 food experiences. So just make sure you recognize that. Private Susie, does 20 hours start at waking include sleeps? 20 hours of fasting starts when you stop feasting. So fast to feast is how it works. Carla, hello, Diane. Thank you. First time on the live chat. Started IF 2000. Inflammation, or I think you maybe mean 2022. Inflammation down, sleep better, energized. At times, tough AM and closer feast, but black coffee and zero seltzer, HTO, self-empowerment. Yeah, for sure. Carmen, I break my fast with an avocado and chocolate pea protein shake. There you go. Mom's Reinvented. Okay, you guys are talking to each other. Holly, been intermittent fasting for 1.5 years and nothing has worked as well as IF. I want to encourage others to rinse and repeat and keep fasting day after day. Change will come. Trust Diane, it works. Yeah, for sure. You have to understand that if you're going to fast, you have to fast. And if you're going to feast, you have to feast, right? Another thing I want to clear up is a lot of people come to me and go, well, how many times do I eat in my 4-hour feast or my 6-hour feast or whenever you're deciding to feast? A feasting window is an open window. Feast as many times as you need to get what you think you need to get in your nutrients, right? Don't limit yourself to 2 meals or 1 meal no, feast for 4 hours. Do it how it works for you so that you can live your most authentic life. Don't put yourself so tight into a box. Tanya, my name is Tanya. I wish I had started the July class traveling in August. What do you know about set point and how to use your methods to maintain weight loss? I'm 59 years old. I think you mean like a plateau or something. I don't know. You guys, I really go with the flow. I don't like hardcore manage anything. Fast and feast so that you can fast the next day and look and feel your best. Like, I don't really like hold on to too many of those like trendy words out on the internet and set point and all those kind of things. Like, your body will get to the place where it feels the most comfortable. And as long as you're giving it the nutrients that it needs, you're going to find the place that you're going to hold. I think that's what you're talking about. Gloria, I sometimes miss it when it comes. I sometimes miss when it's time to feast. I just don't get hungry and feel good. Yeah. If you feel good and you're not hungry, go with that for sure. I love this channel. Thank you, Kay's commentary. Mally Jones, your common sense approach is so refreshing. I'm 20 hours fast, intermittent fasting. Watching your lives has been so educational. My blood sugars are within range, and I couldn't be more happier with the changes made in my body. That means you're doing what your body is loving. Girlfriend, rinse and repeat. Martha, I've tried 1 meal a day, but I don't know what to eat to break the fast. Does your class cover the macros needed? I don't talk macros. I don't talk calories. I talk about you making informed choices. So if you're following macros, you have to make that decision of how you're going to break up carbs, protein, and fats based on how you want to look and feel and how authentically you're showing up for yourself in your life. So I don't teach the macro approach. Miss Gelly, glad to catch you live from the UK. My question is when to stop. I'm 57-ish, shrunk with age, just hit 130 and still not happy. When is it time to stop? time to stop. What are you like, losing weight? If you're losing weight, that might be something you want to talk to your doctor about, and then maybe just look at what you're doing in your feasting window. Tina, November 21 grad and current midlife mindset shift student. It's taken me a long time to get consistent, but finally getting the results I've been working for, keeping my fast clean and 20 to 22 hours. Awesome, girlfriend. Sandra, I finally made it to your live chat. I love you, Diane. So I'm in your July class. I'm loving every minute of your wisdom. I'm down 6 pounds, fasting 19 to 20 hours. Again, look at 19 to 20 hours fasting, losing 6 pounds. Like, for women in this season of life, you guys, that's like winning at everything, right? And so trust the process. Don't worry about what breaking your fast, just fast. Take all those questions out of there. And then just don't be so concerned and consumed about what other people are telling you to do. Figure it out for yourself. That's what I'm teaching Sandra in class. Figure it out for yourself. And she's doing that, and she lost 6 pounds. Loving it. Mom's Reinvented. Tina, thanks so much for all the tough love. You are welcome, my friend. I don't know any other way to love. Rhonda, since I found you last month, I have lost weight and clothes and rings are fitting better. I know healing is happening. 100%. Those are all signs. Gloria, I break my fast with the protein drink, boiled egg, and beef chips I made myself while getting dinner ready. There you go. Eileen, I think it is, in the July 22 class and doing 24, having great results and weight loss, energy, softer skin, and less hair shedding. Thank you, Diane. There you go. Again, those things that we all are told to fear about fasting, she's actually seeing the reverse happen for her, and she's getting amazing results. Colleen, June 22 graduate. Mindset was the key for me. Fasting gets easier with each day. Just completed a 30-hour fast. In between longer fasts, do 1 meal a day, 20 to 24-hour fast. So many benefits. Yeah. And again, you can ebb and flow with whatever you have going on in your life. So she's doing 30-hour fast, 20-hour fast, 24-hour fast. None of us can tell her that that is wrong, because she's thriving and she's figuring out what's working for her. Jackson Diane. I think I'm just going to call you Diane from now on. So happy I found you. Enjoy our motivational conversations, and now used to drinking black coffee while listening. Yes, I love that. Love it. Pauline, I've been doing 24 for the past 2 weeks and I feel amazing. You've helped me so much. You are so welcome, girlfriend. Remember, I'm here to just give you an opportunity to think in a different way. You actually get to do the decision-making processes for you. So it does bring me joy that you all are finding and feeling and seeing these results. But I want you to make sure that you're giving yourself credit for the fact that you are showing up for you 100%. Zoe, loving the class. The skills learned was worth every dollar spent. And for a lot of you, I know you're saving money in class as well. So it's an investment for sure in you. And the results that you get from that are going to be determined in so many different ways. So Zoe, thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate you. Mom's Reinvented. They're talking, let's see. Lori, I'm interested in the autophagy aspect of fasting. Mom and aunts have all have autoimmune diseases, and I'm hoping this lifestyle may prevent it from happening to me on week 3 of 24. Love how I feel. Yeah, 100%. Remember, autoimmune disorders come from our body not operating the way it's designed to operate, and just our body kind of fighting itself. So definitely lean into that clean fast for sure. You will reap the benefits from autophagy, no doubt. Private Susie. So fasting starts at sleep, or when you get up in the morning. Your fasting window starts when you stop putting things in your body that are going to create chemical and hormonal changes. So stop eating, stop drinking things, stop doing things at night or whenever it is you're done with your last feasting opportunity until you are ready to have a feast again. That's what the fasting window is. I teach that in class. It sounds like you might want to get in class. Leilani, 20-hour dry fast daily for 12 weeks and little to no weight loss. Why? I don't know, because I don't teach dry fasting. I teach fasting using lots of mineralized water and a very, very informed nutritional window in your feasting window. So I can't help you with that because I don't teach dry fasting. Janice Janice, I think it is. Is there another class after graduating from the July class? My July class members are going to have an exception and have an opportunity to jump into the midlife mindset shift course with us once you're graduated. So you can jump in with us there. You guys are going to spend 5 months with us. Let's see, Tracy, I'm in the July class and have learned a lot about IF, and I've been doing it for about 6 months before class started. Also love losing weight while eating more than before I started IF. Okay, so there you go, Tracy. A lot of the fear questions that I get, or but I heard, right, come from people thinking that you're going to be starving yourself or not getting the right nutrients. And my friend Tracy's actually eating more than when she was fasting. So congratulations, my friend. Linda, I'm in the July course member, loving the content. I find the 24 eating window surprisingly easy with whole quality food, eliminating sugar and reducing caffeine. There you go. She's doing it her way. Christy, do you have to be in menopause, or can you be in your early 40s and do this with just as many benefits? You can do this with just as many benefits at any age. So you don't have to be in menopause to reap benefits from intermittent fasting. Remember, as a society, generally, we're all overfed. And so you, in your 40s, if you haven't crossed over the menopause line yet, you'll get a head start, and going through the perimenopausal process will probably be a lot easier for you. And remember, perimenopause is about a decade-long transition into menopause. So I think you'll benefit greatly. Holly, I'm so amazed with the results that I am receiving. I'm also in the July class and loving every moment. So thankful I found you and appreciate you giving back to us all. 10 pounds down, 30 days in. 10 pounds down, 30 days in. You guys, let that set in for a second. And it's easy. It's super fun when you get the power back to design your own life. So Holly Moore Johnson, I am so excited for you, my friend. Alexandra, so you just suggest water till I think you're asking if I suggest water only. There are some people who can benefit from coffee, black coffee, or even like a very clean tea in their fasting window, but all other things should be removed. Forward thinker, giving up coffee with creamer and stevia was easier than expected, right? Because that's that thing right here. But I heard, right? And you won't know till you try it. So give it a try. You'd never know. And then life's easy. You could just go get a cup of black coffee or make a cup of black coffee. You don't have to worry about creamer and sugar and all those things. Lorna, can I add lemon to my water? Why would you want to do that? Karen, I signed up for the August class, but started now. Yeah, fantastic. Leilani, dry fasting 20 hours daily. No, okay, you already asked that. I don't teach dry fasting, so you have to go to whoever you're following who's teaching dry fasting and ask them that question. Heath Hollow, I'm surprised at how easy it was to get used to black coffee. It did take a little while, but it's worth it. It is 100% worth it. And then sometimes you have to just up your coffee game, right? Maybe find a coffee that tastes better to you. Fiona, I was doing well with the 24, but hated that it's hard eating healthy like I used to. Smoothies, green teas, etc. Hard to do fasting in my feasting time. Then 2 days, I had a horrible headache. Yeah, Fiona, then it's probably not working for you, or you have something else that's going on. Tweak some things, 100% tweak some things for sure, and see if that helps you. Kim, I have listened to so many people on YouTube that told me what I could put in my fast. And when I listened to you, Diane, and did a clean 20-hour fast for 5 weeks and seeing results. See you August 6th. See you August 6th, my friend. See you August 6th. Brenda, I was so mad when you would not tell me what to eat. It was the best gift you gave me when I had to figure out what works for my body. Lost 65 pounds with ease. Brenda Warren, I'm going to read that twice because it's worthy of a repeat. Brenda said she was so mad at me when I wouldn't tell her what to eat, but she has realized that it was the best gift that I could give her when she had to figure out what worked for her, and she lost 65 pounds with ease. No one says they lost 65 pounds with ease unless they're doing it for themselves in their own way. So Brenda Warren, girlfriend, I'm sending you big internet hugs today. I'm so happy for you. I am so happy for you. Now you know you can always rely on your own decision-making process to do whatever it is you want to do with your health and any other aspect of your life. And I'm beyond excited for you. Tracy, I love my green tea, but it was very easy to give up during the fasting window. I want all the good stuff from IF more than I want a cup of green tea during my fasting window. Amen. Helen, loving the July class. Never see you live as I'm in Australia. Just woke up and thought I'd take a look. girlfriend, I'm glad we have an extra long one today and that you could join us live. It's always good to have my friends from all over the world join us. Becky, just found your videos last week and I'm happy to implement this lifestyle. I've done IF off and on for a few years, but apparently incorrectly. And now I know why I haven't gotten the results. Yes, my friend. And now you can just make other decisions. Becky, also tip for others, cutting the black coffee with half hot water is more palatable when you are used to adding cream. Yeah, for sure. Fiona, Fiona, I'm gonna go back and read yours in a second. Carla, oops, started 7:20. Yeah, I figured that, my friend. Priscilla, I have been doing 24 for 3 weeks. Love it. However, I have not taken your classes. Down 42 pounds since November 2022 from one meal a day. Do you think I will learn something new from your classes? I think so. Just because I teach things in a very different way. I don't know. If you're finding results, I don't think, if you're happy and you don't feel like you have any questions, you might just be fine on your own. I don't know. A lot of women who come to class who've been successful with fasting always find something new that they haven't heard before because I teach from the mindset approach and not the nutritional approach. So it might benefit you. Sweetopia, thank you. I'm learning a lot. Awesome. Marie, hey Diane and all you lovely ladies, just wondering about my sleep. Currently not sleeping well, fasting 24. I remember you said something about glucose dump roll on August 6th. Yeah. Oftentimes especially if you wake up like abruptly at like 3 or 4 in the morning, that's usually when your liver is dumping excess glucose into your system. So that could be it. What I've noticed is it does balance out for sure. You might be a good candidate for some blood testing. We'll talk about that in class. Health Hollow, I've been really hard to explain fasting to my friends and family. I can just lead my best life and hopefully it rubs off on them eventually. Yeah, we had someone in our class saying intermittent fasting is like Fight Club, right? You don't talk about Fight Club. You don't talk about intermittent fasting. If you are not the person that tells your friends every single time you eat and what you eat when you do eat, you also do not have to be the person that tells your friends when you don't eat. So just rest on that for sure. Juana, hello. A big thank you, Mamta. You're welcome. Susan Stewart in the July class, loving the program and learning so much, feeling great. Awesome. Leilani, minimum of 20 hours to 28 hours, dry fasting daily. Yeah, I don't do dry fasting. I can't help you there, my friend. Mom's Reinvented. Sarah, I'm trying to get through these last ones because it's almost at an hour. Sarah, I just got back from vacation. I keep my eating window small, 4 to 6 hours, and have never felt so much freedom from food anxiety. I was good to myself by eating well and allowing indulgences guilt-free. Vacation is supposed to be fun. If vacation is causing you anxiety, you're vacationing the wrong way, right? And if food and vacation are causing you anxiety, it's definitely some food issues that we all have about what we do on vacation. So Sarah, now you can vacation anytime you want and have no anxiety and live your best life. Juana, I can barely fast for 12 hours. Yeah, that's true for a lot of people just getting started. Health Hollow, Zero app helps me with my fasting timing, helps keep me motivated along with Diane and all of you wonderful ladies. Awesome. Forward thinker, can you have it? Okay, I think that she's talking to someone else. Suzanne, what do you find is the best way to break a fast with foods that allow you to look and feel your best? You have to experiment with that for sure. Darshana, I found that finding the very best light roast coffee helped me move to black. No more heavy cream. Awesome. Lorna, signed up for the August class, been doing 24 for a month. I'm looking forward to the community and support. Yeah, the community and support is great. The women that we have every single month is just the women that gather together, I think are all the women that are supposed to be together for that month. It always works out beautifully. So Lorna, I think you're meant to be with us in the August class and I can't wait to get to hang out with you and know you better. Shannon, 3 weeks today of 24 clean intermittent fasting, lost 4 pounds, getting used to black coffee. That was a game changer for me. Have been trying fasting with half and half in my coffee, but was always hungry. That's because you're fed and not fasted. Now I realize I was not really fasting. So happy I found these videos, planning on taking the August class and to make this a lifestyle change. Yeah, can't wait to have you, my friend. Is it true that if you consume less than 300 calories in the morning that it doesn't count as breaking your fast? That is absolutely not true. Anytime you put anything in your body that causes a hormonal reaction, you have broken your fast. Sabrina, I think I'm figuring out I need a lot more water. Yeah, probably most of us do. Christina, in July 22 class and loving it. This works and is not complicated. I wish I had done it 10 years ago or more. Lots of non-scale victories after just 2 weeks. Can't wait for week 3 on mindset. Yeah. Here's what I always say about that comment right there, because I have been coaching women on nutrition and fitness and lifestyle and weight loss and body image and all those things since I was in my 20s. we did what we did with the tools and the resources that we had available. And a lot of times it's because they worked for us then. I don't think I would have changed anything coming up in this career field, in this industry, and my own personal experiences, because everything that I went through has made me better at what I'm doing today. And I think that you could probably say that for yourself, Christina. Rely on those experiences, right? And pull from them and learn from them, and then take them with you and tweak them forward. And we're here for the fact that we're supposed to be here now, 100%. How much are the classes? The Intermittent Fasting for Today's Aging Woman course is $197. Debbie, is there any difference in the way the body utilizes nutrients between raw or cooked vegetables? Is one better than the other when fasting? Yes and no. I mean, I'm sure that there are people out there who are raw vegans who will tell you only eat raw, and these are the 101 reasons why. And then there's people who just don't enjoy that, and there's 101 reasons why they don't enjoy that. So you just got to figure out what's best for you. Don't try to get things to be perfect. Jermaine, I think it is how you say that. You are such a kind, nice, patient person. God bless you and your family. Thank you for saying that. And July 22 class, 61 years old and truly learning much. My husband is joining me. I'm seeing this evidence: better brain, memory, and recall, more energy, vitality, and stamina. Skin looks better. Looking in the mirror and using less to minimal makeup. Amazing. I've made mindset mistakes, but I've jumped back on track and made adjustments. Thank you again. Yeah. And those are all the things we want to see happen, right? As we're going through this season of aging, right? Is all those amazing benefits happening on their own. That's why intermittent fasting is really like the best anti-aging like ingredient process we could have. Christina lost 6.6 pounds in 2 weeks with no suffering, and it feels so great. No suffering and lost 6.6 pounds. There's power in that and, y'all. No suffering and also lost weight. I think I just answered how much the class is. Just found your class is definitely going to keep watching. Awesome. 197 is the price for the class. Yes. Susan, you're welcome. Deb, does lack of sleep create cravings? Absolutely, because you're not balanced hormonally. Vonda, black coffee for third whole day. Quality coffee's tip is a winner. I also think water only fasting for a few days before attempting black coffee helped tremendously. Awesome. Glad you found that to work. Marina, I think it is. Hi there. Happy Monday. I'm very new here. So basically what you are teaching is that women over 50 should practice fasting for more than 20 hours to see results. I'm saying that if you are a woman over 50 and you feel like you're not able to lose weight, or you're suffering some age-related diseases, or your body fat, or your body's hoarding body fat, this definitely does work because of the hormonal season that we're in, but this also works for everyone. Hello from Switzerland. Donna, I want to do the class. I have a terrible work schedule. How will that work for me? You do it on your own time, Donna. You could literally listen to the daily lesson while you're getting ready for work in the morning. You can listen to it. I have an audio only version you can listen to on your way into work. You can do it on your break at work. You can listen to me while you're on a walk. Like, all the lessons are super, super easy for you and are set up on your time schedule so that you can be successful. Connie, I'm excited to get started. I'm 68 and have health problems and take so many supplements that I'm looking forward to taking those out of my diet. Awesome. Looking forward for that for you too. Jackie, I started 20-hour fast 2 days ago and I broke through my set point. I'm so excited about what you're teaching. I'm 70 years young. Congratulations. Lori, do you order your mineral water in bulk? We have a delivery service. Jenna Beth, we all need help with the mindset part, myself included. That's why I teach from that standpoint for sure. Can't wait to have you in class with us. Shauna, registered for the August class and so excited to start. Fiona, stevia gives me hot flashes. Yeah, it's just not the best for a lot of us. Jenna Beth, super excited to have you. Rhonda, congratulations. Brenda's killing it. Brenda is killing it. AK, great info. Doing 24, lost 5 pounds in 2 weeks. The black coffee was difficult for me, so I added tons of ice, and that's great. Yeah. I'm a good cold brew coffee girl myself, as my favorite for sure. If you're asking this question, you're not concerned about the fast. Fast. Jane, hello. I've been doing 20 hours fast every day for 3 months. And how long before I can see results? Belly fat goes down. I'm also exercising. So if you're fasting for 20 hours every day, you're probably kidding yourself, because you can't be fasting 24 hours a day because there's only 24 hours in a day. So go back and reevaluate and re-explain to yourself what you're actually doing. Pauline, wait, I thought you can drink green tea during your fast. You can if it works for you. Sandra, Diane, aka baby girl, IF have made life so simple for me. I do not stress about fasting or feasting. I'm so relaxed with my new IF lifestyle. IF for life. Yeah, 100%, my friend. 100%. Linda, hey, Kathy, I just found your YouTube yesterday. I've been doing keto and IF 16-8 since January and I've lost 30 pounds slowly. I'm excited to try 24 to speed up the process. Yeah, for sure. You probably will totally speed up the process for you. Can you talk about how to rid loose skin after huge weight loss? I'll talk about that at another time. Can you tell me how to sign up for your class, please? And thank you. Yes, you can sign up for my class following that link that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen, or go to FRÉ.com. I also posted it in the comment section. I'm going to post it again. And then you can just go to my website or Google intermittent fasting for today's aging woman. You will find it in many, many places. Hello. Okay, I got to get through these last ones. Not stressing about food. Awesome. Linda, I'm watching from New Jersey. Welcome. What time are the classes? I'm in the UK. Girlfriend, you get to sign into class every day when it's convenient for you. Every single day you'll have a new lesson. No, it does not slow down your metabolism. Thanks. Can't wait. Awesome. Can't wait either. Does the water have to be mineral? Yes, it's best. Or you can add minerals to your water for sure. Okay, let me see if there's anyone else who's commented that hasn't been on here yet. Let's see. Tony. Graduate of the 2020 course, and I'm interested in the mindset course. When is the next one? I'm inviting the July course members. Tony, if you're on my email list, make sure you're getting my emails, because I emailed everyone who were graduates already to join in for the July to December class. So if you missed that, just shoot me an email and I'll slide you in if you're ready to join us. So make sure you shoot me an email, okay? And that's for Tony Robinson. Down 7 pounds in 7 days and feel amazing already. Delinda, girl, you're winning. The feeling amazing already part, you guys, I have to tell you, like, I love weight loss because I know that's the thing that makes us feel so stuck. But when you guys come here and tell me how you're feeling or the other things in your life that are improving, it warms my heart and inspires me to come back another day. So I'll be here on Thursday because y'all have just inspired me to come back and share some more stuff with you guys so that you can really figure this out for yourself. Because we all should live our best life for sure. Great job answering all the questions today. Yeah, you guys, I leave here with like a sore throat. We've been on for an hour and 6 minutes. I appreciate you guys sticking with me through the comments. There's gold in the questions that come from the comment section. I can teach you stuff all day long, but when you hear other women ask questions or you hear other women talk about their journey, that is really what clicks for us. So congrats to all 362 of you that are still here and sat through these questions, helping each other in the comment section, giving each other girls in the comment section, sharing your stories with other women, whether it's the story of struggle or the story of success, it doesn't matter. Sharing stories make us feel more connected to one another. And that's why I come here and read all these comments every single week, because you should feel like you are part of a community. I want you to feel seen. I want you to feel heard. I want you to know that you're going to get help. And that's why we stick through an hour-long time together a couple times a week. But with that being said, I'm going to cut out of here for today. I have some consult calls. I have to get on with some of my community members this afternoon. I'm super excited about that. I will be back here on Thursday at noon Central Standard Time. Tomorrow at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can find me on Instagram, or I go live and do some coaching as well. And then Friday on Instagram as well. And then as always, I show up in the comment section as much as I can. I'm really not going to be answering this question anymore. If you come into the comment section and ask me, will this break my fast? I'm just going to wonder why you're not fasting. So make sure you're thinking through some of these questions as well before you ask them, okay? And then let me see if there's something else I missed. Just got on, sorry. Your answers, do you have recommendation for electrolytes in water? Magnesium, potassium, sodium, and calcium are the 4 electrolytes we need to stay hydrated. So magnesium, calcium, potassium, and sodium. Okay, I'm out of here. Have a great day. I will see you guys around. Reach out if you need anything. Make sure you think through the question before you ask it, because most of the time I'm just going to ask you to re-ask yourself the question. I want you to figure out the answers for yourself. I will give you the best information that I have available, but I need this community of women to really start thinking on our own accord. Okay. That's where you're going to get the wins. Just ask Brenda. She was mad at me and now she's happy. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.